He's back!
The name's Pikachu, and I'm what you might call a great detective. With my bolts of brilliance, I've solved many mysteries. My partner Harry and I ran into some trouble on a case. Harry suddenly disappeared, and I'd lost all my memories. After that, I was wandering the city. When I ran into Tim, somehow he could understand what I was saying. Our goals were one and the same. Find Detective Harry. Because my missing partner just so happened to be Tim's dad. While we were searching for Harry, we uncovered a series of crimes involving R, a chemical that drove Pokemon berserk. Tim and I managed to solve the case and save Rhyme City. And yet, Harry was still missing. Even now, the two of us are still searching for him. Harry, just where the heck did you go?
And so, to promote an even stronger bond between the people and Pokemon of Rhyme City, I hereby proclaim this day the start of Pokemon Friendship Week. To commemorate this event, we present this award to Tim Goodman and Pikachu, who saved...
Harry!
I'm sorry. I guess that's a sign I better wrap this speech up, eh?
You couldn't have picked a worse time to doze off.
Sorry.
Due to the R incident of 2 years ago, some of our citizens began to doubt Rhyme City's motto, coexistence with Pokemon. So to those of you who were affected, I offer you my deepest sympathies.
What's that?
A Corviknight?
That can't be good.
Oh no, it's coming this way!
Sir, follow me.
SP.
Everyone, get inside right away.
Dang, dude, he angry.
Could it be? Or?
Don't think so. Its behavior's different.
Oh.
Lousy Corviknight! It just made off with my signature hat! We gotta get it back.
What is that?
Look, this must be the notebook the mayor dropped. There's something inside. A family photo? This girl looks familiar.
That's my classmate, Rachel.
You know her?
Dead boy. We need to help this Pidove. All that wind Corviknight whipped up blew it around and knocked it out. Let's help you take care of Pidove. Aren't you a little young to be a detective? I'm guessing you're pals with the unconscious Pidove. Mind if I ask you a couple questions? Nice strong aroma makes the sleepy times go away. What's that got to do with anything? If we can find the strong aroma those Pidove were chirping about, maybe it will wake up their unconscious friend. Maybe you have some answers. These Pidove have been following Aromatisse around? Seems like the Pidove are all drawn to the scent that Aromatisse emits. Hey there, Aromatisse, we could use some help. If we can get these Pidove to stop following it around. Have you tried talking to bird brains? Say, guess what? Pretty soon Aromatisse is gonna go make lots of nice aromas. Please help Pidove.
Alright!
Excellent work.
It's back again.
Uh-oh. Those are Pokemon cries. I'm actually starting to understand like just how bad the graphics actually look. It's not pleasing. Well, how do you like these apples? So there's an applin here and there's an apple tree here. It doesn't seem like it wants to leave. Let's hear more about this applin. You go to sleep in a wooden crate and when you wake up, you're always someplace new. So the apple vendor travels to different locations and this applin gets carried along. Wait, this isn't a Alolan Executor? Sorry, but we want to search those apples scattered behind you. So we got an applin here. We just gotta talk to it. Let me talk to it. And what's he doing over there?
This is a tasty apple.
I spy apples. What the? What? How'd that get there?
This was a real pain.
Huh. Okay.
Hey, get back here. The heck?
Hey, quit playing around.
Hey, I'm not playing at all. My hat keeps moving on its own.
That's ridiculous, Pikachu.
Okay, now you see it.
Told you so. Well, Tim, lift me up.
I'm glad to see there's a lot more voice cutscenes. Oh, match time, boys. Keep going, keep going. Don't give up, don't give up. Whoops. Oh, come on, get back up there.
I got you back.
Ah, I thought so.
Yeesh, that was a hassle.
Nice throw.
Hey.
The award ceremony will resume shortly.
Oh my gosh,
We
these
ask that all
graphics.
participants-
Great work. Thank you. Rhyme City owes you a debt of gratitude for your efforts.
He did barely anything.
We strive for coexistence between people and Pokemon in our fair city. And you two are the ideal detective duo. On behalf of the city, I am pleased to present you with this medal.
Thank you, Mayor Myers.
He barely did anything.
Of course, you get one too, Pikachu.
I'm the great detective.
So full of himself.
Tim, I was so proud of you today.
Oh man, we meet Tim's family.
You're amazing, Tim.
You think so?
Everyone knows all about the amazing work you two have done.
They even made a movie based on the R case.
But how come Mom and me didn't even show up in it?
Movies usually do their own thing, don't they?
This is Dad's Pikachu, right?
He's my partner at the moment, though.
He saved your dad from trouble many times.
The news is about to start.
So hold on, isn't this Harry's apartment from the previous game? It certainly looks like it.
According to amateur footage we've received from a viewer, Pokemon appear to have caused an explosion. This may be related to the recent uptick in incidents involving Pokemon. Rhyme City Police and the newly established Pokemon Protection Bureau are investigating.
I hope that incident doesn't have anything to do with Dad. Mewtwo told me 2 years ago, Dad's alive, and we'll be able to find him as long as we don't give up.
Mewtwo is still our only connection to finding Harry.
It's been 2 years since the R incident. Since then, we've solved all kinds of cases. If the two of us keep solving cases together, I'm sure we'll find my dad someday.
The day after the award ceremony.
The sweet smell of coffee is calling my name.
It's the perfect Pikachu bait.
This man has made a return.
Inspector Holiday, did you finally find my dad?
I'm here on a different case. We've received reports of a jewel theft.
Oh man.
The incident occurred at the dentist residence. I'll go ahead and meet up with you there.
So much for my coffee.
Well, if it isn't the great detectives.
He looks interesting. Private detectives do love sticking to your noses in every little thing. He's still a jerk. This mansion belongs to Sanjeev Dennis, a jeweler. Don't get in the way of our investigation. The missing jewel. Alright, Tim. Mr. Dennis is waiting for you inside the room to the right.
Oh, Tim, I've been waiting for you.
You must be Mr. Dennis. My name is Sanjeev Dennis. I'm a jeweler, and this is my partner Grelith. Sorry to jump right into it, but could you please tell us what you know about the incident? A precious jewel was stolen while I was out of the house. It's called the Aurora Drop. The thief injured one of my staff members and made off with the jewel. The police are treating my trusted butler as a prime suspect. Yeah! They think the butler did it? I kept it securely locked within a special reinforced case inside my jewel storage room.
What's keeping someone else from getting to it?
The key is always kept around Growlith's neck. If anyone but Bonds or myself attempted to take it from her, Growlith would start barking. Please help me prove that Bonds is innocent. So here we have the scene of the crime. There's something interesting here. Do you think the Pokemon it belonged to was in this room? Maybe it's from a Pokemon that lives in the mansion.
Hey, Tim. Check it out! Disguises are a key part of detective work, you know.
Yeah, whatever.
He clearly doesn't appreciate my art.
That's a really clean cut of that case. Slicing it must have taken one seriously sharp blade. What kind of blade could slice this cleanly through such a sturdy jewel case?
The jewel case is still locked. Who has the key to the jewel case?
I have it right here. I always carry the key to the jewel case on my person. I've known Barnes for a very long time, but I still won't give him this key. So both Barnes and Dennis can't access the key to the jewel storage room.
But only Mr. Dennis has access to the key to the jewel case himself.
Quit playing dumb!
What's all this? Pokemon feathers?
Hope you guys are enjoying my little voice acting recreations. Make things just a little bit more interesting. And who might you be, sir?
There, Detective Tim.
Larry Turner. Larry's in the game! You wanted to ask about what happened, right? I don't remember what happened very well. Something attacked me out of nowhere and I blacked out.
Can you please tell us more about that, Mr. Turner?
I think I was tidying the garden when it happened. I saw a ducklet fly out of a second-story window. It seemed weird to me, so I went upstairs to see what was going on. That's when I saw the door to the jewel storage room was wide open. The moment I went to look inside, I suddenly got punched by a Pokemon. Dang, this game's violent. I felt like I glimpsed a small red figure for just a moment. We need to find the ducklet that flew out the window and that red Pokemon too. Do you know anything about the stolen jewel? Of course I know it's valuable and all. In case you haven't heard, Mr. Dennis says he's gonna donate the Aurora Drop. Seems like Mr. Dennis is against that plan. I guess Mrs. Dennis just don't want to give up such a valuable jewel. Bet this is the missus.
Certainly don't look like you're with the police. State your business.
Claudia Dennis.
Mr. Dennis asked us to investigate the incident that occurred here.
I'm going to have to ask you to leave. The case has already been solved. The police said that Barnes is behind all this. They've clearly seen way too many detective movies.
We've heard that he's under suspicion, yes, but we can't be certain it was Barnes who committed the crime. Nothing you say will change the fact that Barnes is the culprit.
Barnes' partner Ducklet was up to no good. I saw it with my own eyes. Barnes' partner Ducklet was involved in the crime?
Is it true that you witnessed the crime? Well, I didn't exactly see it clearly.
I clearly saw a blue bird Pokemon. It had to have been Ducklet. We did find blue feathers near the window and in the storage room.
I also heard a faint sound before that, like something metallic. Do you know what could have made that noise? No, I don't.
She's pretty darn convinced of her own theory. But all it's based on is a metallic sound and the sight of a flying bluebird Pokemon. What about that Ducklet?
Ducklet is Barnes' partner.
It's the butler, Mr. Brandon Butler Barnes.
How did it come to this? I'm Detective Tim Goodman. Mr. Dennis has hired me to investigate the crime around here. Because I'm Brandon Barnes. I work here at the Dennis residence as a butler. What do you know about the time of the incident? I was away when the incident occurred. It wasn't until after I finished my errand and entered the house that I realized something was amiss. I heard Turner cry out from the second floor. When I rushed upstairs, I found him collapsed on the floor in front of a jewel storage room. When I looked inside, I saw that the Aurora drop was gone. So that means Barnes was the first witness to arrive at the scene of the crime. What do you know about the culprit? Not a clue, I'm afraid. I do know that Mr. Dennis and I are the only ones who can freely use the key to the jewel storage room. What about this Ducklet? Ducklet is my dear partner Pokemon. What exactly does she do? She runs errands for me, such as buying coffee beans from a local cafe. There's a place nearby called the Hi Hat Cafe. I asked her to go to the cafe today, in fact, but she hasn't yet returned. Do you have any idea where Ducklet might be? Unfortunately, no. Really not surprised that the police suspect him. I got more questions for you, Growlithe. Do you remember anything about the time of the incident? You don't know because you were napping? Your breakfast was so tasty that you ate too much and it made you sleepy? What are you even talking about? When you woke up, your precious key was gone. What does it know about the incident? The fable's saying she got real sleepy while playing in the mansion this morning. Then she dozed off and doesn't know what happened after that. Barnes got home from doing stuff outside. She woke up and greeted him at the door. Then Clefable and Barnes heard Turner cry out on the second floor, so they both went running upstairs. I think we have enough information to start deducing stuff. Based on everything we heard, is there anything that suggests Barnes is innocent? When Barnes returned to the mansion, both he and Clefable heard Larry Turner cry out, so it's highly unlikely Barnes committed the crime. Found these Whimsicott out here, and I'm wondering, is this cotton theirs? Yeah, the Whimsicott says it's theirs. We actually found this in Mr. Dennis's mansion. I don't suppose you've been in there. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. It thinks it remembers going to the mansion while playing with its friends. Some human you don't know asked you to do it? Ooh. Did you see any red Pokemon around here? You often run to a Pawniard at the terrace of the Serenity Park, and on windy days you play with Pawniard by picking it up and flying it around. If we go meet Pawniard, we should be careful about how we treat his favorite rock. And here we are in Serenity Park.
You there! You wouldn't happen to be that great detective duo, would you? I am such a huge fan of yours.
My research explores the nature of communication between people and Pokemon. We're just trying to help Pokemon understand human language.
Oh, can I ask you a favor, Pikachu? Would you allow me to give you a quick health exam?
Yeah, that's not suspicious. Well, I plucked a bit of fur, and the test results should be ready in just a moment. It's detecting caffeine? I suppose it's the triglycerides are bad. What? And here's the terrace.
This is the top, yeah?
From here, you have a perfect view of the Dennis residence.
I'm pretty sure that window is the one in front of the jewel storage room. Well, there's proof that the Whimsicott were here. This rock definitely doesn't look suspicious. You think of any way to draw a Pawniard here? Climb on it. Darest thou tread upon my cherished rock? Sorry, we just wanted to find you. We've got some questions we'd like to ask you. You haven't punched anyone recently, have you? Pawniard says it's never punched a single person or Pokemon in its life. It vaguely remembers going into a big house. How'd you get inside the mansion? Oh, like that. Did you happen to cut a jewel case while you were in the mansion? So you can remember the sensation of cutting through something, but the rest is a blur. We finally managed to find Pawniard, but we weren't able to learn anything useful from it. It's asking if we're done here so we can get back to training. It matches what we know of the crime scene. That means the Pokemon that entered the mansion must have been Pawniard. We should consider looking for Ducklet now that we found Pawniard. Barnes said he asked her to pick up some coffee beans today, didn't he? Yeah, maybe someone at the Hi Hat Cafe saw Ducklet there.
You and Pikachu must be working hard, huh?
Yeah, he's actually more helpful than he looks.
Tim, there's actually something I want to talk to you about. I don't want to waste your time, though. Don't worry about it, but we can meet up tonight if you're free. How about you stop by my apartment later this evening? Hey, it's Dr. Pablo.
Well, look who it is.
Hi, Tim. Something happened today? Do you mind if I ask you some questions? Do you know about the Ducklet that lives at the Dennis residence? Yeah, I know her. She often comes here all about her own to buy coffee beans. In fact, she left with her usual order a couple minutes ago. Let's head back to the mansion to search for Ducklet. What in the world were you doing? Ducklet was spotted near the mansion just now, but when my subordinates tried to catch her, they let her escape. Where will we even start looking? We need Growlithe, we need Growlithe, we need Growlithe, we need Growlithe. Ah. Do you have any special skills that might help us catch the thief? She says she's got a very keen nose. Maybe she can track something by following its scent? Yeah, that might work. I'd like your help finding Ducklet. It's possible that Ducklet is somehow mixed up in this incident. She might even know who stole that key. We really need your help to solve this case. You want me to ride on your back? That should be a lot easier than trying to give direction at every turn. Let's do it.
Okay, let's do this.
Well, he tried.
Sorry, but could you sit down for a sec?
Hey, sniff. Whoa. Oh, there's something here. There's something here, all right. Let's track the scent carefully. Don't want to lose it. There it is. is...
I was wondering who found me. It's good to see a friendly face.
Did you tell me why you're all the way out here? I think you may have been involved in a crime.
Say what?
I know, I don't think it was you. I'll need to ask you some questions to help prove you're innocent. Why were you hiding here?
It's my favorite spot. I got chased around by a bunch of strangers. I was feeling pretty ruffled, so I came here to calm down. See that water over there? I love bathing in it.
Do you two always eat your meals together?
I always eat with Cramorant.
What? There's a Cramorant in the household?
Cramorant is Turner's partner.
It's strange that Turner never mentioned that. We should probably go talk to him then. Can you track Cramorant down by scent, Growlithe?
If you have something with Cramorant's scent on it, then sure.
I don't suppose you could use this.
With that, I could definitely track Cramorant's scent.
So we just need to follow that scent.
Ah, there he is. Birdface. What's going on?
Sorry to bother you when you just woke up, but do you think you can answer some questions? Can you tell me more about Turner?
Turner's my partner. He's a good dude. I even go shopping with him, dude. If he needs something carried, I just swallow it whole.
Wait, you swallow it?
It's fine, dude. Just rub my back and I'll hork it up where it's filling my tongue lickety split.
Why were you sleeping out here of all places?
Cause I got real sleepy after I ate breakfast.
Everyone fell asleep. Good to know.
After that, Turner woke me up and I flew right out of the house. He said to go to the back alley, I think.
This guy's something else. You said you ate breakfast and got sleepy, right? You must have eaten a lot.
Same as Ooze, actually. But even now, my tongue is so stuffed, dude.
Why are you still so full?
My tongue feels the same as when I swallow something big.
Let's try talking to Trubbish.
Did you need something from me?
We're investigating a crime. Do you mind if we ask you a few questions?
A crime? I'm sure I don't know anything about that. Been gathering trash from around the city like I do every day. I did collect some unusual trash today. Does that count as strange? It was stuck to a Whimsicott head. They were in front of a big house when I found it.
Do you still have the trash that was stuck to Whimsicott?
Right, you want it?
I'd like to at least have a look at it. Could you show it to us? Open the window after Barnes leaves. That will be the signal. Once the window is open, I'll send Ponyard and Whimsicott to cut the case. You should then be able to collect the jewel. If you play your part properly, you should be able to frame Barnes for everything.
This is a note from the culprit.
So the thief had an accomplice, huh? That must be why there are multiple Pokemon involved. Whatever the case, this is definitely a big clue. Sorry about this, Trubbish, but do you think we can have this piece of trash, please?
I guess if you want that badly, sure.
Hey, Tam, we're back. There's something that can prove Barnes' innocence.
How about this note?
Yes.
So there's someone out there behind all this.
Not only that, there are multiple culprits working together.
But how did the culprit unlock the door to the jewel storage room? Only Barnes and Mr. Dennis can use that key, right?
But the culprit found a way. When did Growlithe say the key disappeared?
When they were sleeping, right?
That's right, and anyone could have taken the key while Growlithe was asleep.
Do you really think she just happened to nap right when they were about to commit the crime?
Think back on what all the different Pokemon in the mansion told us. Did you notice anything they had in common?
All of them went to sleep. We need to look for something in the food dishes.
There's some sort of powder in it. This is sleep powder. Someone deliberately put the Pokemon in the mansion to sleep with sleep powder.
Definitely suspicious.
It's getting easier to picture just how the crime was committed.
But where could the culprit have gotten the sleep powder in the first place?
If we follow the path that was used to bring it inside, we might learn more about the culprit.
You'll just need Growlithe's help again for that, right? Why don't you take a little of the power with you just in case? This Venom app, bro.
Yes, what is it?
You mind if we ask you some questions? Is this your sleep powder?
Nope, definitely not mine. I do believe this is Lilligant's fragrance. Oh, yes.
Yeah? Where would we find Lilligant?
I would check one of the nearby hedges, probably.
There we go. Is this your sleep powder?
Yes, I recognize the fragrance. You see, my sleep powder just pops out naturally whenever I dance. I'm thinking on it now. There was a human who came to watch me dance recently.
Do you remember what they looked like?
I'm afraid not. I was in the zone.
Hey, it's something. Thanks for your help, Lilligant.
So you're still not sure who the culprit is?
Right, but we did learn something important. The sleep powder scent trail led directly from the mansion to the terrace, which makes it even more likely that it was an inside job.
Which means the culprit is someone inside this mansion.
My staff member Turner always prepares the food here. There we go.
Can we please talk to you again, Mr. Turner?
About your food.
Mr. Dennis is really picky about the ingredients I use for Growlithe's food. He tells me what to put in it, and I make the food to his exact specifications.
Did you happen to see Growlithe eating her food today? The Pokemon of the house eat in a separate room from us humans.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let's start deducing.
That was fast.
Who would have been able to mix sleep powder into Growlithe's food? You. Bingo.
We'll definitely need to find some proof.
It's a kind of aggressive move, but we could try shaking him up a bit.
Hello, Tim. How's the investigation going? I was actually hoping to ask you a few more questions if you don't mind. You got a partner, Cramorant, right, Mr. Turner? What? How do you know that? It came up a while we were gathering statements in the city. I was afraid he might become a suspect. It's been a while since I've seen him, actually. Oh, we just saw Cramorant walking back toward the mansion.
Why that little?
I told him to stay put. Why'd you tell him that, Mr. Turner?
I didn't want him going out of his own. And thank you so much for finding him, Tim. It's such a huge relief. Oh, that's pretty suspicious, bro. We're thinking about a poniard may have cut the jewel case. Really? I mean, yes, I think you've cracked it. So it was a poniard that punched you, Mr. Turner? Yes, it most certainly was. It really hurt. In fact, it still hurts. Yeesh, what a terrible liar. It's definitely this dude, bro. Based on Turner's reaction, it's pretty clear that he's hiding something. Grammar is the key to solving this case. All that's left is to ask him ourselves. I'm not gonna lie, the majority of this recording is just me reading lines for how to string it together. I hope you guys are enjoying it, by the way. This is a lot of reading. Weren't you going to go back to Turner? Didn't make it very far, did you? Been resting because you feel too full to walk? Why is Kramer the only one that feels so unwell? He must be really overeaten, or he swallowed something his digestive system can't Hey, wait a second.
I'm missing Jewel, and now Cramoran's full belly. I figured it out! Bolt of brilliance!
He did the thing! I got it all figured out. Where did Turner hide the jewel? Turner made Cramorant swallow the jewel. The reason he feels full is because he's still got that jewel in his belly. Turner didn't have time to retrieve the jewel after the theft, did he? Now we have enough evidence to back Turner into a corner. Oh, that's it, bro.
Yatta!
It's time.
Everyone, thank you for coming. We've identified the real culprit. Mr. Barnes isn't the one who stole the jewel. I'll explain everything from the beginning.
There were no signs of forced entry on the door, so the culprit must have used the key. But Growlithe was guarding the key.
No one but my husband or Barnes could have taken the key from Growlithe.
I guess it must have been Barnes then.
No, it wasn't. You see, the culprit had a trick up their sleeve for taking the key. The culprit used sleep powder to make Growlithe fall asleep, and after that, they took the key.
Do you have evidence of that?
Take a close look at Growlithe's food bowl, Inspector. You'll find traces of Lilligant's sleep powder in it.
But they couldn't possibly have cut open that sturdy display case in such a short time.
They could have if they had Pokemon accomplices. The culprit somehow used Whimsicott and Poniard, and got Poniard to cut open the case.
Oh, you're nervous.
That doesn't necessarily prove that Barnes is innocent.
Actually, I do have proof that Mr. Barnes is innocent. We discovered this note in a Trubbish's possession.
A note?
The culprit jotted down their whole plan. They wanted to frame Mr. Barnes for the crime.
Barnes is innocent.
The real culprit is right here with us. Mr. Turner, you're the culprit.
But I'm a victim of this crime. Poniard punched me.
Poniard has blades for hands. I don't see any cuts on you.
You really think I'm the culprit? Then where's the jewel?
Isn't it obvious? It's with a Pokemon. You hid it in Cramorant's belly.
NANI?!
You clearly put a lot of thought into your plan, but when we investigated the crime scene, we found a Cramorant feather. And you underestimated Growlithe's sense of responsibility. Now, please call your Cramorant.
Oh, he's so nervous, bro. There's the dude.
All right, let me handle this.
There it is! And the key to the storage room, too!
I'm afraid you can't talk your way out of this, Mr. Turner.
Ironic, huh? Cramorant swallowed the jewel, and now you've got to swallow the bitter consequences. Cramorant, are you alright?
Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, no.
Don't just stand there. Hurry up and grab it.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's a mind control device.
Turner! Hold on. I swear I had nothing to do with that.
Say, Tim, did you notice Cramorant's back?
Yeah, there was something glowing on it.
I've never seen anything like it. I wonder, maybe Turner didn't know what was going on. Something tells me this is just the beginning.
Later that evening.
Well, you sure are home late. Oh, and who is this?
Is she your girlfriend?
Oh!
If only.
I was hoping to get some advice from the great detective here. I didn't realize his family was visiting, though. I'll make some tea.
My voice is not the best today. I was screaming all week because it was homecoming. So that, guys, is where we're going to leave off for today. I really hope you guys enjoyed something a little bit different. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know if you guys are excited for Sonic Superstars and Mario Wonder. That's enough with Detective Pikachu for today. Let me know if you want to see more, and we'll see y'all in the next one. Peace!